And this is a news report coming in from Tamil Nadu's Cuddalore district. A 27-year-old woman constable attempted suicide by consuming poison. Savita, who's also a mother of 2 children, had written a letter explaining why she took this step. In the letter, Savita says that she and her husband are unable to look after their children because of work pressure, also alleging she was mentally harassed by her superiors. Neighbors discovered Savita lying unconscious on the floor of her house and rushed her to the hospital. And this is, of course, adding to the number of incidents that we are seeing across the country of police personnel there trying to attempt suicide and committing suicide. This incident there being reported from Tamil Nadu's Cuddalore, where this woman constable, who was also a mother of 2 children, she explained why she took this step. Pramod Madhav joining us with the details. Pramod, what more can you share with us?
It is a very unfortunate incident that has once again occurred. This person called Savita is a 27-year-old cop who was stationed with armed resources in Cuddalore. Her husband was also working in the same armed reserves. And the issue came as one of her daughters. She's the mother of 2 daughters, and one of her daughters was extremely sick. What Savita has asked for that, she needs to be with the doctor, meant with her, as both the people are in the police and they're not getting proper time. Yes, there is a shift and everything, but apparently what happens is that shifts are being extended. And when she approached her seniors about this, apparently the senior has also said he will help her out, but only increase the shift period. This is when she lost her completing, and she wanted to meet the higher official, for which she claims that she was completely disgraced, and then only then she wrote a 2-page letter and attempted to commit suicide. This is the 5th such incident that has occurred in Tamil Nadu. 3 have died and 2 have attempted suicide.
And this can be as a wake-up call for the police department, Pramod. As you mentioned, this is the 5th such incident, and specifically, Savita wrote in her suicide letter that it is due to work pressure she's committing such an act, which is, a matter of investigation for the kind of work-life balance that the police forces are giving to their constables, to their department there, because this is not only restricted to down south. Police constables and police personnel across the country are committing suicide, citing work pressure, citing the kind of environment they are offered to work in. Has there been an inquiry set up to look into the reasons as to what really led her to commit such an act? Because she specifically mentioned work pressure.
Not just specifically mentioning, she also mentioned the senior officer who was responsible for her to take such a decision, and it definitely calls for an inquiry. But apparently it seems the Chief Minister is not completely aware, or he's not completely bothered about what's happening, because imagine one of the cops who was stationed at Jaya's memorial, he shot himself around 4:30 in the morning. That was when the colleagues said it was due to work pressure. He was not allowed to go to his home and he did not have a personal life. And at that point that inquiry has not even been initiated. And imagine what is the condition of the people. In books, it is said that minimum of 20,000 people are to be installed as for police personnel. There is lacking of 20,000 people. At this moment, most of the cops who have been involved here as constables are used as orderly by senior officials. So all these issues are occurring, which is not being dealt by the Chief Minister for certain reason which is unknown. And that's why, we are Tamil Nadu, it seems like there is an expansion of such incidents. At least twice in a week, we are hearing such either suicide attempt or suicide, very unfortunately by the cops.
All right, Pramod Madhav, we'll leave it at that. Thanks for joining in and getting us those updates.